Yes, welcome back, and it's a pleasure that you're still tuned in to TV Africa here. The program is Breakfast on Africa. My name is Omulangira Kalima, and of course, it's really a pleasure to be having you wherever you're coming from. You may be coming from outside Africa, but this time around, you're having breakfast in Africa. Yeah, and today morning, I have two great people, two great men of this country, Uganda and Africa at large. I have Professor Abdulkarim Musasizi, who is the Secretary General of NACOTHA. NACOTHA stands for National Council for Traditional Healers and Herbalists here in Uganda. He is also the NGO representative accredited to, that is UNESCO, representing intangible cultural heritage. And he's also the MD, Managing Director of JBKM, Herbal Medicine Research Society. I'm also joined by the Herbal Sir. That's the title I told you, the Herbal Sir, Dr. Mashood Sheikh Muhammad Bali Chifa Munyanja. He is also the chairperson of Education Department in charge of Action and Language of Herbalism. He is also the chairperson of Intellectual Media Council for Herbalists in NACOTHA, and is also the president of Mutima Herbal Development and Distribution Company in Uganda. They are here to discuss your health, your medicine, your culture, and your natural resources to make sure that they stay safe in Uganda, and you also stay safe such that the days you spend on earth are not numbered, as you're being told by the Western media in what they call the life expectancy. Yes, before we went for that commercial break, we want to talk about, because our medicine, the traditional medicine, is actually being lost as we're talking right now. I had some information. Some of our medicine has been patented by Western countries. An example is our Mururuza. This is an allegation, but of course, there's no smoke without fire. Our Mururuza has been patented by the Germans. Our Orubugo, the backroad, is also being patented. It may also, be gone in a few years to come. So as NACOTHA, what can we do? What have you done, and what are you planning to do?
Actually, thank you very much, Mulangira. This is the time now, because we are claiming on our rights, we are claiming on our own things as whole Africa, because things have actually been lost for quite a long time. And we are here today to fight for our rights. That's why we say we need our autonomy. So we have applied with our fellow legislators. All people, the representative of the parliament, whoever is there, should actually come and to normal position and think twice about our African heritages, and should think our own lives, should think our own land, because people actually got lost. They don't understand what is there, and they should know that there is what we call miseducation system, and we should know that there is education, because I told you that there is okugonjurwa, okubangurwa, okutendekebwa, no kuyigirizibwa. They are totally different. Studying, learning, training, and sensitization. They are all different. So we need to actually to understand that we need to be taught, more taught. We need to actually rely on TV Africa. Rely on TV Africa, because there are also programs that can enlighten our people to understand what is Africa and where do we come from, where we are, and where are we going. Our people should actually understand that today, since we are on a tug war concerning our bill, which we have already presented into the parliament, because for us, after ignore whatever is presented, we have already presented our own, which is already in the parliament. At the same time, we have done our what we call petition. We petitioned the parliament, and the parliament actually, we thank the parliament for welcoming us, because last 3 months ago, 4 months back, they invited us. We presented our own petition concerning this particular issue, so that we are actually fighting for our rights, to fighting for our natural resources, to fighting for our own rights and health, to make our people's life, to make sure that we are using our own natural resources that we are given by God, to make people more healthy, and make sure that we grow the ground. Then if we are to welcome others, let us welcome them later, after reorganizing ourselves and come together for our nation.
The Habosa.
Yes.
He's actually talked about something which is so crucial. And we're talking about resources, natural resources being lost. Natural resources, actually, you may go to an area where you find, there used to be, for example, a forest, and now it's gone. As the doctor who is responsible, in charge of education and language, what are you going to do as NACOTHA to make sure that our forests are not degraded, our forests are not cut, our forests are not turned into something that's going actually to make us, dead? Yeah.
Okay. You know, that's a very crucial and a very educative question to the viewers. And I'm lucky that I'm to answer that in its totality way of aspects. You know, when these ant, these white ant collectors, they don't fight for the ants. Whether in tins, or sacks, they don't fight for that. Nor they fight for the ant here, but they fight for the pit. Envubo. Balwanire envubo. So long as you achieve envubo, you have achieved the ant-hill and you have achieved the white ants in numbers.
Okay.
So we in NACOTHA, we are only after the autonomy. It so is after autonomy that we can stand. We can stand to create and implement the concern of utilizing, conservation, maintaining, protecting, and also the awareness of the beneficiaries of these natural resources. But if you don't have autonomy, then there is no criteria you can stand to talk.
That's why today we are suffering.
That's why you are after the autonomy, and our main aspect to the entire viewers, the public and the policy makers, including the parliament, is only autonomy.
So we are appealing to them.
We are appealing to autonomy.
Are we going to wait until Parliament approves that?
Actually, before that, we have already done everything because we have cooperated, we have united, we have actually done the bottom is now okay.
But what we need, what have you done on the ground?
Yes, on the ground, we have so far had visits, house visits. We go house to house. That is house work program. We have really done, and there is evident testimony. And on top of that, we have also done community visits to several districts. And we have also gone to the constituency. We have headquarters in each and every district in Uganda. And so far, we have the National Council, we have read the Council. And on top of that, we have written research chapter proposals. That is on traditional medicine and practice. We have done. And two, we have written some books that may at least give a view of point or implant the concern of the benefit of these medicinal property containing herbs. Like we have one book written, the introduction of herbalism, introduction to herbalism. We have also had the distinction between conventional and alternative therapy, that is medication. We have also had nutrition, introduction to nutrition. We have also written a very big book, that is Eva Uganda Herbal Medicine Difference book, of which we have documented. We have written in more than 2.5 million medicinal property plants already documented in that very book. And it is being served, it has been taken to respective officials to maybe have a throughbone with that very book. We have also written research proposals and other institutional trainings late. In addition with the petition,
the bill,
tabled to the parliament, the bill, the policy, the plan, all tabled to the parliament.
Okay.
And we have hope that any time from today, after the viewers and the public interest in this show program we have done, we have also arranged the conferences. However, we have been doing them on local radios and TVs, but we have an hope because there is when we happened to visit by the UCC and the Minister of Information and National Guidance, and we have a promise to be given free air, to have this according to what they had from us and found it beneficial.
Okay.
So we have at least done.
Okay. You talk about, there's nothing good than empowering an African mind and an African soul. And you said, because I remember during those days when we were actually growing up, we used to have, some medicine at the backyard, For example, suffering from stomachache, Mobili was there. So when you say you do these visits as NACOTHA, the community visit, the home visit, do you also encourage people to do the same?
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Exactly. And we have even intended to establish medicinal research farms. We have some
Even
samples.
school.
Even the schools, we have them. And we also have the institutional training institution inside NACOTHA.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about their sustainability. Would they be sustainable?
Yes.
How are you
Exactly.
sustaining?
Exactly.
Because people used to think that if there is no money, you cannot live. And where the money found us on earth. So we're supposed to use our own brain and make sure that we can sustain and live. And others should come and buy whatever we have produced, but not for it for the produced ones.
Okay.
So we are the people who are the planter, and we need to.
And so far, we have existed for more than 34 years in the process. And in all that big process of period of time, we have never received any money from any organization, any government institution.
Wow.
And we have not been even included in the national budget allocations. We have been moving.
Okay.
So that is to assure that not even when autonomy is given to us, we can sustain.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the managing director, JBKM, Herbal Medicine Research Society,
Yes, please.
what do you do? Because we haven't talked about this.
Actually, I have a lot. I want to even to introduce my thing. Thank you very much for remembering me. I've already introduced the product in a place which actually will need to be the first product. We have actually mixed up both two things. What we call hibiscus, afedalifa, plus the beetroot. We have mixed a juice. Because for us, we are not here to make medicine. We are not here to make what we call chemicals. Or what we are using natural resources. We use natural things to make sure that our people can use the natural that was created by God. So this lishe, we call it lishe. Lishe manake inaleta Kiswahili kwa juu ya East Africa community. So lishe means lishe la mwili. Chakula yenye kinalisha mwili ni lishe, inaitwa lishe juice. Nakosa akajuice ako oba eshandejo oba omubisi ogwo abantu bagweyambise okuba nti obulamu bwabwe babeera balamu. Tujja kuba tweyambisa omubisi guno nga tugunywera ku cheapest price mpuja okunywa ebintu ate binadamiginga obulamu bwaffe tusobole okubanga obulamu bwaffe tulimo okugamba abantu nti kino kibi netukifumirira nga naye tetubateredde alternative. Kakati alternative tutubaga nti alternative tubaddiddeko original. They go back on their original things that they use that they can sustain and live. So Lishi juice is actually already introduced. Tujanjaba pressure, diabetes, tujanjaba bifuba, tujanjaba emisujja, mu JBKM tujanjaba kabotongo bakujibaita syphilis, tujanjaba endwadde sexual transmitted diseases, tujanjaba ebintu bingi. Era twabaterawo n'eddwaliro lya NACOTHA wano wansi bayitawo Makinde Luwafu Amazon. Makinde Luwafu Amazon. Bw'oba otuuseewo n'obuuza offices za NACOTHA waliwo eddwaliro lyammwe NACOTHA lye baestablishingidewo nga tufuna abasawo bonna okuva mu bitundu eby'eggwanga kubanga habo mu kitundu kino eyinza okuba nga tesobola kukola nga ya mu kitundu kya Arua okusinziira ku weather, ettaka n'ebirala. N'olwekyo tusobola okukungaanya obujanja bw'olemererwa wonna ojja n'ojja mu refaaro yaffe ya NACOTHA esinganibwa Makinde Luwafu Amazon. Era bw'otuuka mu katawuni Amazon on your left hand, bw'obanga olinyidde mu tawuni oli mu kataxi, linnya kataxi mu Safi taxi park ogenda ngenda Makinde Luwafu Amazon bakuteekaawo wennyini. On your left side ojja kola ekipande kya NACOTHA, you come ojja kuba ng'osobola okufuna obujjanjabi oba okufuna Lishi juice. Abasuubuzi mujje musuubule mugende muweereza abantu kubanga akyali ku lowest price oba gye tuyite promotion nga tewagala abantu baffe bamanyire ddala ekiri mu kino. Ojja kujja ofune service eyo osobola okuba ng'obeezawo obulamu kubanga ejja protecting omubiri, ejja ku omuntu urinary tract system problems, digestive system, omusujja, anemia, emitwe, okufuna amaanyi amabi ekiyongobero. Naye balwadde buno bagamba nti bwalema tebutambula. If you strengthen yourself, then you protect your body. Knowledge ojja kujja weyambisa Lishi juice, please. You're welcome once again.
Okay. The Herbal Sir, Dr. Mashood Sheikh. Hey, you're also the president of Mutima.
Exactly.
Herbal Development and Distribution Company. What do you do?
In Mutima, at least, since it's chaired by the chairperson of the educational department, we have at least laid the strategy of maybe learning programs. And two, we have introduced and established research stations of which people can come and research with. Because there is now you can develop unless you first research.
Sure.
So we have research institutions within. And two, we have intended to categorize medicine. We have maybe we have detoxifiers within, we have the nourishers within, the rejuvenators, the performancers, the sexual stimulant, the beauty care products. We also have the antiviral, the antibacterial, the laxatives or relaxants. We also have the fresh breeze and the calm tonics. We also have the immune boosters. We have the organic tonics and the stimulants. We also have the brain boosters. We have the diuretics, the antifungal, the diuretics. We also have the aphrodisiacs, the sexual stimulants. In other words, we also have the uterine tonics. For the case of women, like we have the cleansing giant. We have the very wonderful, it's a miraculous cleansing giant. For the case of maybe stimulating the lymphatic, the excretory, the digestive, and the circulatory system. And we also have the metabolic management for the case of saturation. That is in case of blockage of ducts. And also palpitation is all activated and maybe allergies. That is good for those cases. And also have the miraculous and toxin. That one is we are making from Frutia abyssinica, and also we are getting it from maybe Pinkfarium. That one is very effective for diabetes. Okay. Or diabetics.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. I think before we conclude, there is I visited. Actually, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a doctor, and then he says there are like high cases of UTI nowadays. And he actually told me that he receives something like 7 to 8 every day. People complaining of UTI. Is there like a remedy? Is there any advice you'd like to give to our beautiful sisters there? And even men are also affected in that regard.
Okay, when you talk of UTI, people may want to know the definition. It is the urinary tract infection. You know, it is only that if people interfere the beneficial bacteria with these antibiotics, because they dedicate the production for the population of the beneficial bacteria. You know, when we talk of the bacterium, perhaps in the case of women, we may be having the lactobacillus, which keeps the female genital tract at bay and moist. When perhaps you happen to use adequate intake of the antibiotics, these are allopathic antibiotics, they really kill them. And when you use the antacids and the vitamin C, they raise the acid and they interfere with the intestinal flora. You know, not every bacteria comes from outside. There are bacteria that are created by man. They are equal to 1,014 in different categories.
Wow.
But they live in maybe a colonization state. Likewise, you know the termites and kuyege, they live by the soil. They help in digging in holes to help the soil, the air to pass through.
But the herbal say you're too scientific here. Just simplify it to allay, you know, just simplify it a little bit here.
And again, to that one, I think it is due to maybe overuse of or misuse of drugs that people dedicate the beneficial bacteria. And two, there are some people who have a tendency or are accustomed to these birth control methods, the intra systems, the contraceptives. Those interfere with the hormones. Then giving the capability for the non-beneficial bacteria to come and stay within. Because it is after a woman does menstruates and give this monthly discharge that the non-beneficial proteins happen to go out. But if they remain inside, if that ecological maybe elimination of waste is not done, that's when the bacteria come within the body. So have an idea of taking advantage of these non-used proteins within the body. And in doing that, they find themselves interfering in the body.
So they should come. For us, we are going to eliminate that problem because
but
you can cleanse.
We have the probiotics, which help in the regulation.
Okay. Yeah, just in your last words, as the message of the public, as regards to NACOTHA and the herbalist, and then of course the traditional healing. Yeah.
We just appeal to the viewer and the public, in addition with the the authoritative leaders feel pity for themselves and have their heart and mind for excellence. It is through that we can have a chance to have views shared with them and enlight them to the beneficiaries of this original natural therapy and practice of this traditional medicine.
Okay.
And two, we also happen to ask the viewers and the entire public have us visited to our headquarters, that is in urban zone, Ruafuma Chindi, for more information, where we have not been got clearly, and for more detailed information about what has been said and what has not been said.
Okay.
Because we might have not covered each and everything in this topic or this show program. And two, like myself, I'm a variable in Masaka. I'm along Erigin Street, that is plot number 3. I'm very variable. All visit our websites. Like when you happen to check by the way the Facebook, you check by the Abosa Facebook, and the email then Sheikh Masoudi at yahoo.com. You can visit me, then have information said. And to this, when you happen to open my website, you will not find information laid there because the knowledge is treasure. We know. So it is after there is a request or a demand for that that the information is given. But when you happen to open, you will not find information because it is a trust for the council, which I can not just lay on the website anyhow. Okay. It is laid after necessity has been demanded.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, the Secretary General,
yes,
Professor.
Yes, please.
Your message to the public as a person.
I think my last word, not just as you've said, it's not the last word, but I like to tell our people that please come back to your own roots. Without creator, no creation. Without creation, no nature. Without nature, no culture. Without culture, no history. Without history, no science. And without science, no technology. Because the whole existing nature was made by our past. Our people today does not produce anything. Unless you come back and you accept that you're the creator who created you. Because people used to say traditional health practitioners is evil, or they are evils. But they're the people who have kept our things for quite long. So your people are here to help you, and we actually call upon the government, the legislators, all the people concerned to make sure that our bill, which is presented in the parliament, to be called traditional medicine, not indigenous and complementary medicine. At the same time, we call upon all people, leaders, to know that we are talking about our natural resources. We are talking about our natural herbal medicine, which is supposed to sustain or to make our people live for longer and longer. And lastly, I will say that we are all welcome to meet us once again, and we shall be actually get in touch with Africa TV. And please keep on Africa TV. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for coming.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. And of course, dear viewers, thank you very much for being a wonderful audience this morning. And we would like actually to let you know that TV Africa is here to serve you better. And the program is Breakfast on Africa. My name is Omulangila Kalema, and the station is TV Africa, channel 45. Have a good day and stay tuned, because the best of the programs are still coming your way.